Welcome to Auto Car Zone. Today we dive into the future of Bajaj in 2026, what's coming, what's changing, and why it matters. Bajaj Auto has been making bold moves behind the scenes, and 2026 seems to be the year many of these plans begin to show their true results. One of the most talked about developments is their push in the 125cc motorcycle segment. Bajaj is actively developing a new entry-level 125cc bike expected to launch early 2026. Industry insiders believe this model will carry the Pulsar badge or perhaps revive a familiar name like Discover or Court. The goal? Fill gaps between existing Pulsar 125 and NS 125 models, and address a fast-growing demand in that commuter class. Simultaneously, Bajaj is also exploring higher displacement moves. Rumors suggest new 350cc models may be in the pipeline, as part of their effort to diversify into premium segments beyond just commuter bikes. And global expansions may see new versions or variants aimed at international markets. For instance, the Bajaj Pulsar N150 2026 is already being discussed for Brazil, with claims of fuel economy above 30 km/h and being positioned as an affordable option there. On the electric front, Bajaj is not standing still. They plan to deepen their EV presence. A new entry-level Chetak variant is expected around mid-2025, paving the way for further growth into FY26. More importantly, Bajaj is actively working on making its motors less dependent on scarce rare earth materials. They aim to phase in designs using light rare earths or even magnet-free motors by March 2026 to reduce exposure to China's supply restrictions. Another major story is Bajaj's push to take control of KTM. Presently, they hold a 37.5% stake, and under a call option agreement, Bajaj can acquire a controlling share in Pyre or Bajaj AG, which holds stakes in KTM, by May 2026. They plan to inject euro 800 million in debt to support KTM's restructuring and revive its operations under new governance and strategy. Bajaj sees 2026 as the year when the visible outcomes of that turnaround begin. These moves connect to a bigger picture. Bajaj aims to evolve from being predominantly a commuter bike maker to a more diversified mobility company. They are expanding both height and depth, in displacement, in EVs, and in global partnerships. But with opportunities come challenges. Supply chain disruptions, especially for rare earth elements, threaten EV plans. Bajaj's own estimates suggest they may only achieve 50–60% of their two-wheeler EV production targets this quarter, and 70–80% for three-wheelers, due to raw material constraints. They're trying to mitigate these via alternative materials, diversification, and stronger sourcing strategies. Additionally, pricing pressure in the 125cc segment is intense. Buyers in India are extremely price-conscious, and Bajaj must balance cost, features, reliability, and margins to succeed. Their success in 2026 will depend not just on product launches, but on execution, supply chain stability, marketing, dealer networks, and customer trust. Looking ahead, if all goes well, 2026 may mark the first visible fruits of Bajaj's transformation. Their new 125cc model could become a bestseller, KTM could be rejuvenated globally under Indian leadership, and their EV and materials innovations could reduce risk and open new paths. For Auto Car Zone viewers, that means more exciting models to watch, test, and review. Let's stay tuned. The coming months will reveal which of these ambitions become reality, and how Bajaj shapes the mobility landscape in 2026.